think that you guys can see me. Hello, I see everyone starting up cool and welcome. So we're just gonna talk a little bit before 6 o'clock. This is the slow flow and stretch class. So we are gonna take this class at our own pace. There are gonna be sometimes I'm gonna be cueing something and you may not be ready for that. That is perfectly fine. Allow yourself to have your own practice in your own space. For those that have spoken to me already, they have or had the class last week, they probably already heard just talking about creating that space, allowing yourself to constantly come back to the place where you get the best practice. Excuse me, just making sure that y'all can see me. As most of you can see, I've already kind of set up a place that would be nice, just to kind of relax. I'm actually probably having a little bit too much fun bringing in my plants. So for those that have not taken any of my classes before or met me, I'm Sterling. If you can't tell, I have plenty of plants. So it's nice to have. I also did bring just a couple things for us to use, just alternatives. So like maybe you don't need blocks. You can use books. If you don't have any foam rollers or anything like that, feel free to use extra towels or yoga mats. I'm actually gonna grab a towel real quick before we start. So I just got like a little drug rub, something that you can use. We'll talk about how you can roll this up and use this just to kind of settle the body. I'm sure most of you have noticed I will not be able to demonstrate fully, so bear with me. And it's 6 o'clock, so I'm sure a lot of you are anxious to get started. So we're going to start on our backs. So just gently close your eyes, laying on the back, feet put together, maybe legs reaching out. Take whatever you need in order for you to come back to this place. Also, there's an option. I'm not playing music just because we have some other things going on, but if you want to play some music for yourself. Whatever you choose, maybe decide to go on that old beat of your playlist. Let's all take a deep inhale. Visualize us all just in the center of a room or somewhere connected. Exhaling it out. Another deep inhale, sipping in a little bit more air. Exhale, sigh it out. One more time, sip in as much air as possible. Feel the back lower down on the ground, the ribs reaching up towards the ceiling. Hold it for 1 count. For 2. Exhale, blow it out. If you guys haven't noticed that, I forgot to put my cats away, so they are going to be demonstrating, I see, from some things of this class, but we're starting on our backs. So now is the time for us to bend our knees. Draw the knees into the chest. Use the arms, reach them up towards the ceiling first. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep inhale. The inhale is to reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale is to squeeze the knees down towards the chest. Another deep inhale, lift it up. Exhale, squeeze. One more inhale, lift it up. Exhale, squeeze, release down on the ground. Shins come over the knees, press them down into the ground. Now feel this center of the hip, right here. Allow yourself to press it down, first lengthening the whole back, and then draw the knees in. We're deepening that hip crease right there. Take a deep inhale. Deep exhale. Whenever you're ready, take a deep inhale. We're going to release that left leg. Reach it forward. Reach the left arm towards the back. Now, still keeping these things floating, squeeze the right knee into the chest. Hold it for 1. For 2. For 3. Place those hands down on the left hip. Reach the hip down towards the ground. Reach the left foot up towards the ceiling. Now, the right foot is bent. You're going to rotate the knee out to the side. Rotate the knee out to the side, so then it's going to come underneath the left. Hands are going to come through. Take a deep inhale to lengthen the back, and then start to bend the knees. You'll use this right elbow to press the knee away. Keep bending the left foot. Deep inhales. Deep exhales. One more time. And now slowly lengthen the left leg up towards the ceiling. Flex the heel up. While you're doing this action, work on pressing the hip down to the ground as you're reaching the heel up. Lengthen through the back of the leg and then slowly release. Squeeze both the knees into the chest. We're going to do this 3 more times. Back and forth, inhale. Back and forth, exhale. So reach the inhale up towards the ceiling. Squeeze those knees down towards the chest. 2 more times, inhale, reach it up. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, squeeze. Once again, lower those arms down on the shins. Try and root the hips down towards the ground first, and then pull the knees forward. Once you're ready, take a deep inhale. Now use this inhale for its entirety. Visualize tension, trying to stretch taffy. Flex the right foot forward, reach the right leg or arm back. So you're going to once again feel yourself pulling in the core. Reaching that right leg towards the front, heel is towards the front, toes are coming towards the face. Reach the arm towards the back, let it hover for 1, 2. Last time, 3. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, hands are going to come to the right hips. Flex the hip out towards the ceiling. Draw the hip down, flex the heel. Left leg turns out to the side. Once again, arms are coming beneath. Bend the leg. Let the left elbow press the knee away. Take a deep inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reach it up towards the ceiling. This time, both feet are going to be flexed up towards the ceiling. Hands are going to come behind the head. So right now, just to kind of open up the core, start to engage it, take a deep inhale. Exhale, press the heel up. Exhale, press. Exhale, press. 4. We're doing this 10 times. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, bend the knees. Tuck the elbows. So we're gonna cross the ankles. Whenever you're ready, start to roll back on the inhale. Roll forward. Roll back on the inhale. Roll forward. See if you can squeeze the core together. Press down through the glute to hover. 3rd time, roll backwards. Roll forward. Cross the ankles. We're coming to neutral tabletop. So hands are going to reach in front of you. Now in this nice neutral tabletop, take a deep inhale to lift the chest. We're coming to cow. Feel the tailbone reach as well as the shoulders. Maybe there's a block. You imagine there's a block on the back between them. Squeeze the block on the inhale. Exhale, press it up towards the ceiling. Tailbone is curving underneath the body. We're pressing down through the hands. Reach the ribs towards the ceiling. 2 more times. A deep inhale. A deep exhale. Now allow yourself to feel this breath. Hear the breath. Another deep inhale. Lift it up. Take as long as the breath as you need. Exhale, press it out. Curve the spine. Draw the shoulders down towards the ground. 1 more time. Take a deep inhale. Lift it up. We're going to curl the toes. Once you're ready, exhale, curve the spine. The next inhale, we sit those hips back onto the heels. Inhale, lift the chest. Arms are going to reach up towards the ceiling. So you may feel this in your toes. Some of us may be sitting, or some of us run all the time. We're just trying to stretch those toes out. If it feels a little uncomfortable, release the toes. Sit down on the heels. But while we're in this position, arms are going to be reaching up towards the ceiling. Allow yourself to tuck the chin, reach the ears towards the ceiling. Hands come forward, right arm comes underneath left. We're coming to eagle. So this is a variation that you can choose. Hands are going to squeeze together. Fingers are lifting up and away from the face. If it's a little too tight, feel free to place those hands together. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, squeeze it down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, squeeze it down. One last time. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, we're gonna squeeze it down. Squeeze the belly button in, hold it for 1. Exhale, 2, maybe pull the air a little bit more in, curve the shoulders. Exhale, 2. Tell yourself to pull the hips off the heels. Exhale, release. Take a deep inhale, reach the arms all the way up. The right hand is gonna come behind the head. Left arm comes to the elbow. You wanna try and slide the motion up and then slowly anchor that right hand down. Now you notice that some of you may be still on those toes. Feel free to release them if it feels comfortable. If you're still holding on to it, I'm proud of you. Now you'll notice that the ribs may be coming forward. Whenever you're breathing in this, press the ribs back, reach the elbow up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, settle in this pose. Whenever you're ready, take a deep inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Hands are gonna come down towards the ground, shift forward, neutral tabletop. We're breathing through this 3 more counts of cat and cow. We're starting on the cow. Take a deep inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, curve the spine. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, curve the spine. Last time, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, curve the spine. Now allow yourself to feel this, curl the toes. Inhale, lift it up, sit back on the hips. Reach the arms. So already start rolling up from the spine. Let the shoulders roll back. Reach the arms towards the ceiling. Whenever you're ready, we'll switch sides. So arms will come forward first. Feel this resistance, most like you're squeezing a beach ball. And then left hand will come underneath the right. Eagle once again. So you know the variation. If it feels a little bit uncomfortable, feel free to just take this. Take a deep inhale. Reach the fingers up and away from the face. Exhale, draw the elbows in to the belly button. Tuck the spine, tuck the shoulders. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, squeeze it in. Allow the air to press out of the body. Another deep inhale. Vacuum, open it up, lift the chest, reach the fingers away from the face. Exhale, squeeze it in. The next inhale, slowly roll up. Release the arms, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. So once again, just to demonstrate from the back, hands gonna come down towards the center of the chest. Take a deep inhale, you wanna kind of glide up and then lower, slowly start to walk the hand back as far as it can. If it's a little too tight, just breathe there, just stay where you need to. Take a deep inhale. A deep exhale. Once again, keep pressing the ribs towards the back. Last time, inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands are gonna come down towards the ground. So we're gonna do a similar motion, but it's gonna be a little bit similar, a little bit more active. What's gonna happen now is coming through neutral tabletop, take a deep inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, curve the spine. The next inhale, press the right leg back. Heels are gonna be up towards the ceiling. Draw the right hip down towards the ground. Take a deep inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bend the knee, draw it underneath, modified cheetah. So you wanna feel yourself squeeze this knee as close as you can towards the nose. Draw the heel up towards the glute. Take a deep inhale, press it back. Now, if you feel like you can, press down to the right hand, reach the left arm forward. So you're feeling 2 different parts of the body strengthening. The shoulders are lifting up. Hamstring is lifting up in the back. Take a deep inhale, exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, squeeze it in. Place that left hand underneath the right knee. Pull it all the way up. Keep pressing down. So you realize I'm not directly over the wrist, but you want to make sure that you are. Shoulders going to be over the wrist. Nice parallel line. Take a deep inhale, reach it out. Hands going to come down towards the ground. We're curling the left toes. So now this is just a transition. Right foot's going to end up in the front, but you're going to curl the left toes. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, press it up. Bend the knee, step it forward. Lower the left knee down towards the ground. Take a deep inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, settle. So you want to feel that left hip curving down towards the ground. Right knee pulling in towards the body. So right now, right leg is in front. Take a deep inhale, reach it all the way up. Deep exhale, settle down. Holding on to this nice ball of taffy. The right elbow is going to come down towards the ground. Reach the left arm up and over to the opposite side. Breathe. Now, if you want to, if it feels a little bit better to have some motion in there, take a deep inhale. Swing the arm forward. Reach it up. Swing the arm forward. Reach it up. Now coming back out of this pose, you're going to use this hand right in front of you. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, press off the hand. Reach both hands up towards the ceiling. Hands going to come down towards the ground. So curl the left toes. Lift the knee. Step back into plank. Take a deep inhale, shifting forward. We're going to lower the knees down towards the ground. We're opening up the shoulders a little bit more. Hands are going to come down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower down towards the ground. So shoulders are going to be down towards the ground, tailbone up towards the ceiling. Maybe, if you have a tight chest, or maybe tight shoulders, one thing that you can do, if you don't have blocks, you can use books. Putting the elbows on the books, squeeze those hands together. Take a deep inhale first to lengthen, and then exhale, lower down. Another thing that you can do, if you don't feel like that chest is getting there just quite yet, reach the hands away, place the blocks or the books underneath, and then lower the chest down on the blocks. Slowly walk the hands back. Allow yourself to take a deep inhale first. Exhale, press all the air out. Allow yourself to come to cat. So press the spine up towards the ceiling. Roll the shoulders down towards the ground. Take a deep inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, curve it out. Inhale, lift the chest. This time, right leg is going to lift. You're going to curl the toes. Once again, slow this down. So if you need to, you're just stepping that foot in front. Take a deep inhale. Left leg will lift this time. Curl the toes, lift it up. As both knees are bent, draw the left knee forward. Place the hand underneath. Step the right leg a little bit further back. Lower the knees down towards the ground. So maybe these knees are a little bit tender. One thing you can do is roll the inside of the mat underneath. Or if you have a blanket, a t-shirt, anything that feels a little bit more comfortable, allow yourself to place it underneath. And you can settle. Take a deep inhale, reach the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. So feel yourself press that left foot down into the ground. Once again, we're checking those ribs. Press them to the wall behind you. So you're creating more space in the hips. Take a deep inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, this time left hand is coming down, right arm reaches up and over. So you're trying to draw that left knee into the body. Gently press the right hip forward, squeeze the left hip into the back. If you do the rotations, allow yourself to continue to do this. All right, whenever you're ready, take a deep inhale to lift the top shoulder. Exhale, press the hands away. Reach both arms up towards the ceiling. Hands are going to come down towards the ground. Curl the toes, step back into plank. Lower the knees. We're coming back to the shoulder stretch or puppy dog. So maybe you don't really want to work on the chest. You're just working on the shoulders. I can demonstrate what I did before. Tailbones are still going to be high. Hips are stacked over knee. Elbows are going to come to the blocks. Allow yourself to squeeze the hands together. Take a deep inhale, look forward. Exhale, release the chest. Now your head may not come through the arms, but just allow yourself to release. Take each inhale to worry about lengthen, to allow the breath to create a little bit more space in the body. And then exhale, breathe all the air out of the body, but let the body still hold on to the space the breath created. One more inhale. One more exhale. There we go. Great job, guys. So slowly start to pull your hands back. Use a nice full inhale to energize the home motion. Exhale, press the ground away. Reach those ribs up towards the ceiling. Press it all the way through cat. So keep pressing, hands down, tailbone tucked. Shoulders are curved. And now inhale, lift the chest. Curl the toes. Whenever you're ready, take a deep inhale, lift it up. Exhale, scoop the tailbone up. Knees are going to stay bent first. So the goal is heels are down on the ground. Knees are still staying bent so that the chest is getting closer towards the quads. If some of your heels lift, that's perfectly fine. The goal is just to straighten them. Start to walk one leg while lengthening the other. And then whenever you're ready, right leg's gonna lift. Exhale, draw it in, come to cheetah. So we're pulling that knee in. Once again, create the space. Press the leg back, reach it up. Three-legged, bend the knee, peel the hip open. So you notice I need to press firmly down through the right hand to strengthen myself and lower. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, step the right foot in between. So if it's a little bit easier, maybe the outside of that hand first, and then heel toe it in. Whenever you're ready, take a deep inhale, reach the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. As soon as you are coming to high crescent, what happens is those hands squeeze together. The left hip comes forward, right hip engages back, hamstring reaching forever up towards the ceiling. Take a deep inhale. A deep exhale. Hands are going to come back on the inhale. So once again, check the hips. Make sure you're lengthening, anchor the hips. Exhale, press the hand forward. We're reaching through the back. Hips all the way through the back of the neck. Take a deep inhale, roll it up. Exhale, press it away. Inhale, roll it up. Last time, exhale, press it away. Hold it for 1. Try to take this belly off the quad for 2. Press down to the right for 3. Take a deep inhale, lift the chest. Hands come down towards the ground. Step forward. Back leg will lift. And then bend the knees. Forward fold. So we're heel toeing the feet a little bit further than hips distance. Bend the knees, sway side to side. Bend the knees on the inhale. Press down through the heels. Squeeze those knees away from the body. Heel toe as the arms reach out towards the ceiling. Now press down, reach up. Exhale, leading with the chest. Forward fold. So allow yourself to bring yourself up and over the hips. Tailbone stacked over the heels. Inhale, lift the chest. Hands are going to walk towards the front. Slowly walk the legs to the back, coming to plank. Now, for those that want to, find yourself a downward facing dog, or you can wash it out with a full vinyasa. If some of us need to rest a little bit, child's pose is a great option as well. For those that are in vinyasa, use the deep inhale. A deep exhale to press the ground away from you. We may all end up in downward facing dog now. For those that are already there and ready to start, we begin with the left leg. So inhale, lift the left leg up towards the ceiling. Hold this for 1 second. Feel yourself press those hands down into the ground. Reach that left heel up towards the ceiling. Feel that strong line through the left side that you are creating. Exhale, draw the left knee in. Once again, we're creating space in this hip. This head right here, pull it in. Flex the heel, reach it back up. Bend the knee, peel it up towards the ceiling. Once again, press down to that opposite hand. Press down to the left as well. Lengthen up on the inhale, lift the leg, heel up, bend the knee, step the foot on the outside of the left hand if you need to. Heel toe it over. Once you're ready, once you're ready means once your foundation is ready. My foot is down on the ground. My left hip is squeezed in, right hamstring up towards the ceiling. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, squeeze it all the way up. Hands are going to come down to cactus. Deep inhale, rock it back. Exhale, shift it forward. Inhale, rock it back. Exhale, shift it forward. One more time. Inhale, rock it back. Exhale, shift it forward. Hands come down towards the ground. Scoop it up. Back leg lifts first. Bend the knees. Forward fold. Allow yourself to bend the knees side to side. Or sway side to side, excuse me. And then once you're ready, so bending the knees in this pose, a little wide stance, what you want to do is you want to bend the knees, sit the hips back as far as possible. Maybe you're reaching a little bit further. Press the knees away, press down through the heels, roll all the way up to standing. Inhale, reach the arms up. Keep pressing the ribs towards the back, leading with the chest. Inhale, up and over, forward fold. You have an option of resetting once again. You can come to downward facing dog, or you can wash it out with a full vinyasa. Allow yourself to use these inhales, deep, full inhales, to energize the body. Deep, full exhales to express it. Now, if we're in downward facing dog, we're going to move a little bit faster just so that we're not killing the muscles yet. Take a deep inhale, reach the right leg up, three-legged dog. Take as long as you need to in this pose. Exhale, come to cheetah. Inhale, lengthen. We're going to bend the knees, step the foot forward. Now we're coming to warrior one. So this is going to look a little bit different. Starts off as the same. That back heel is going to lower down in a 45-degree angle. Inhale to lift the chest. Reach the arms up. You'll realize you're still bringing that left hip forward, opening that back leg. Take a deep inhale, lift it up. Exhale, open the hips, warrior two. So take time in this. As the knee aligned with that ankle, the arms coming out through the front and the back of the head. Reach the arms forward, open the palms. Exhale, bring it all the way back. You have an option of using the top or the bottom of the leg to rest, or maybe want to tuck it behind. Another deep inhale, another deep exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, press down through the right heel. Reach the right arm back. Hold the left hand at the hip. Take a deep inhale. Lift the right toes. Rotate them towards the front. We are at forward fold. Allow yourself to sway side to side. Now, hands are going to come down towards the ground. Take a deep inhale. Slowly, allow yourself to inhale, lift the chest. Toes are going to lift, heels are going to come in. Bend the knees. If you need to bring them in a little bit further, feel free to do so. Hands are coming to heart center. So already feel this. Let's take some deep inhales in this. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, squeeze those legs together. Press down through the heels. Now on the inhale, feel this resistance here. The knees pulling away from the body. Exhale, press. Squeeze it all the way up. Inhale, squeeze it up. Exhale, press, squeeze it in. Last inhale, squeeze it out. You want to make sure that the legs are coming aimed to be coming naturally out of the side where they need to be. Knees are going to be coming to the back. Hands are at heart center. All right, so whenever you're ready, allow yourself to gather the breath if needed. Now left heel is going to lift. So listen carefully. Left heel is going to lift. We're rotating that knee down to the ground. You have an option of placing your hands down if you need to, just for some stability. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Squeeze the glute, knee is hanging. Hands can hang here if you want to. If not, allow yourself to squeeze those hands together. Now, press down through the right foot, lift it up. Lower the heel down towards the ground. One more time, inhale. Exhale, squeeze it in. Heels up, squeeze the glutes together. Hands can stay down if you need to. Maybe you just want to lift one hand to work on it, or maybe we're just holding it like this. This is fun. And then hands come back down. If you need to stabilize, lift it up, press it down. One last time, hands come in. Left heel lifts, squeeze it down. Hands are going to come back down towards the ground. Another deep inhale. All of us will put our hands on the ground. Deep exhale, shift forward. Grounded warrior three. Now, if you feel comfortable in this pose, allow yourself to come to flight. So right now, this is a good opportunity for us to kind of talk about different ways to stay in flight in Warrior 3. If you want to practice it while you're at home or any other classes that are online, this is a good opportunity to kind of work on that leg balance. First off, you want to make sure you're pressing down from the hip all the way down through the heel. You're going to draw the right hip up, square the left toes down towards the ground. Now, for the arms, hands can come out down. You want to press the hands down, lift the chest. If you want to reach the arms forward, squeeze the ball, tuck the toes. And then last time, if you want to have the hands at heart center, feel free to do this as well. Now, take a deep inhale. We're bending both knees. Draw the left knee up towards the ceiling. We are coming to stork. So we're coming to standing. Take this as slowly as you need to. Reach the arms all the way up. Left heel is going to come across the right knee. Hands are gonna come to heart center. Take a deep inhale. Once again, we're doing this bending the knees and sitting back. Sit the hips back, reach the hands forward. Now, you have an option of staying here for the hips, maybe for the balance. If you want to, I can't demonstrate, but I know that some of us are working on inversions. Hands are gonna be down towards the ground. You're gonna start to bend the knees. This foot is gonna hop on or scoop the outside of that right hand. Shift it forward, and then what's gonna happen is you're gonna start to lift the right leg. If you want to, just hop, maybe hop the heel up, put it down. Hop the heel up. If you feel a little bit more comfortable, squeeze it all together. If you feel even more comfortable, press the right leg back, keep it lifted. Allow yourself to follow this. Allow yourself to move through this. A couple more deep inhales. A couple more deep exhales. Now, for some of us, if you do have blocks or anything like that, maybe you want to place a block right where the head is, just so that you have something to lean on to kind of get some stability. And any inversion, or in this one in particular, you want to be looking forward. So you're keeping the energy perpetually moving forward, making sure that you're shooting the opposite balance in the back. Those are good things that are going to help you get through this. Now, whenever you're done, hands can come back down towards the ground. So take a deep inhale. Exhale, press the right foot down to the ground, reach the left arm up. Now we're gonna bend both knees, swipe the left knee behind. Both knees are bent, hands come down towards the ground. Straighten the left, lower it down, step back into plank. Take a deep inhale, shifting forward. This is another vinyasa flow. Exhale, chaturanga. So squeeze the elbows together. On the inhale, allow yourself to shift forward first and then lift the chest. Create more space for the spine. On the exhale, curl the toes. Press all the air out of you. You're trying to tighten right here at the peak of the triangle. And then whenever you're ready, left leg will lift, three-legged dog. Exhale, cheetah. Inhale, three-legged dog. Now remember, bend the knees, step the foot forward. We're coming to warrior two. So this time, warrior one. So this time the back heel is gonna rotate to the outside, 45 edge. Once again, that outer edge of the back foot is pressing down into the ground. You're drawing the hips forward, pressing the left hip back. Take a deep inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, open the hips first, maybe the shoulders. Check both sides just to know where the arm is. Reach the arm forward. Try and pull this part of the hip into the body. Open the palm. Press it all the way back. Use that front knee to anchor the movement. Now hold it for one. Stabilize the body. Press down through the foundation. For two. For three. On the inhale, you're going to lift it all the way up. Now exhale, press down through the left heel. Now reach the left arm up and over. Toes are going to follow. Rotate them in towards the inside. Forward fold, sway side to side. If you need to or want to, place your hands down on the ground. Maybe move the hips side to side. For some of us that are working on our middle splits, just keep heel toeing the feet a little bit away. Keep going. If you want to, place a book underneath first. One of the good options that you can do is if you place a book either in the chest or underneath the tailbone, just so that you can kind of allow yourself to settle here. So I also am going to show the variation for those that are trying to get a little bit more out of this. This may not be enough, but what you can do if you're trying to get a little bit more out of your middle split, you'll have both feet on the outside of the books. Slowly lower down towards the ground. Keeping the feet on the books, allow yourself to settle here. So that's going to keep lifting the legs. Allow yourself to sit a little bit deeper into the hips. So take whatever you need out of this. I know that some people are working on arm balances. We have a couple more cycles of breath. If you want to, hands can come down, press them up, come in, press them out, come out. And then whenever you're ready, let's all take a deep inhale. So begin as much air as possible. Exhale, side out. Heel toe the heels in, toes are gonna come out. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bring the knees away from the body. Hands are gonna come to the hips. So once again, hands now are at heart center. Maybe rock back and forth, get settled in the hips. On the exhale, press the heels down to the ground, lift up. On the inhale, draw the knees away from the body. Exhale, press down, lift up. Inhale, draw the knees away from the body. One last time, press down, pull it up. Last time, bend the knees, pull it away. So hands are gonna come at heart center. Lift the heels when ready. Take a deep inhale, lift it up. Once again, so that knee is coming in, but you're squeezing the glute. So the knee should just be hanging there. Squeeze it in, press down through the left. You see how the glute is squeezed? The knee is just hanging. Press down through the front leg, lift it up, and then lower the heel. Breathe. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, squeeze it down. Hold it for one. Hands can come down to the ground if you need to. Press down through the hands and the front foot, lift it up. Press it down. Maybe you're gonna walk through the hands. Slowly roll it up. Bend the knees. One last time, I'll do that for the variation. Inhale, lift. Squeeze the knees down. Hands can come down. Now, if you don't want to do this without leaving the ground, press up. Lower the heel to work on opening up the hips. Follow the hands. Inhale. Exhale, press. Inhale, lift it up. Bend the knees. Last time, squeeze it in. Take a deep inhale. Hands are going to come down towards the ground. Whenever you're ready, shift forward. Grounded warrior 3. And then if you want to, allow yourself to come to flight. So hands can be coming down towards the ground as you reach the tailbone up. And hamstring, arms can come out. You can reach them forward. Allow yourself to take whatever you need to in this pose. Just make sure you're breathing through this. We're taking deep inhales. We're taking deep exhales. One more time. Now, whenever you're ready, hands can stay on the ground or hands are lifted, bend both knees, swipe the right knee up. We're coming to stork. So reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Feel yourself press down through the left leg. Right knee is going to come up. We're pivoting it out to the side. Place it above the left knee. Hands are going to come to the heart center. Once again, allow yourself to sit back in the hips. Let the weight shift forward. Once again, if you're working on an arm balance, hands can come down to the ground. This time, right toes are going to hold on to the left leg. If you wanted to sit back in the hips, feel free to do so. The further you sit back and bend the knee, the deeper the stretch will be in there. You'll notice that it's somewhat similar to what we started at the beginning of the class. Allow for more breaths. Allow for more space, for more strength. Hands are going to come down to the ground if they are not already. Or if you feel comfortable doing it without, feel free to. If you want to have the hands away from the ground, bring them up to heart center just to help. Press those hands together. Press down through the right or left heel, Lift the right leg up towards the ceiling. Once again, hands at heart center, bend both knees. Swipe it back. So the leg is lifted first, then reach it out. Hands come down to the ground. Step back into plank. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Allow yourself to scoot forward and then up. Curl the toes. Exhale, press it all the way out. Downward facing dog. So now we're going to walk the hands towards the back of the feet real quick. Bend the knees. Sway side to side. So we're in this forward fold. We have different options here. If you feel comfortable in this, one thing that you can do is have a block or books behind you. Have the hands on the outside. Take a deep inhale, lift it up. Exhale, pull yourself up and over, forward fold. If you feel a little bit unstable, one thing you can do is have the blocks or books in front of you. Take a deep inhale, lift it up, pull yourself up and over, forward fold, using the books as blocks as just a little bit of leverage. And then whenever you're ready, forward fold. Now, I'm gonna semi-do this with you guys because I know we're not gonna like me for doing it, but we're starting from forward fold. We're slowly walking as slow as we can. 1, 2, to downward facing dog. And then keep shifting forward. 1, 2, coming to plank. Lower all the way down towards the ground. Arms are gonna come out to this side. So what we're gonna look like is we are making nice little airplane arms. And then what's gonna happen, making an airplane arm, the right leg is gonna lift. You're gonna bend the knee, try and open the hip up towards the ceiling, place the right foot on the outside of the left hand. You'll notice, if you can see it right here, I'm still rolling over this left shoulder. So it's not forward, it's out to the side. So allow yourself to stay here. So just to show variation, if this is where you need to be, then allow yourself to stay here. If you want to put a block on the side and put your foot there because it can't get all the way down to the ground, that's perfectly fine as well. For those that have a little bit more space, if you need to, take a deep inhale, feel it lengthen all the way up through the spine, and then maybe you're able to press both feet down to the ground. If you want to, lift the top shoulders, let it bend behind the back, or clasp the fingers together. For those that have a little bit more space, maybe you bend the right leg or the left leg. And then maybe you bend both legs if this feels comfortable. And then take your time. Still breathing here. Take as long as you need. And then whenever you're ready, take as long as it took for you to get there. Just slowly roll onto the belly button. Arms out to the side, looking forward. Shimmy the shoulders side to side. Now, hands can come at heart center. Take a deep inhale, lift the chest. We're actually going to pull the elbows in. Inhale, lift the chest. The right foot is going to lift in. Press down to the left toes. Now, what you're going to do is further back. Take it as slowly as you need to, or if you need to stop right here, feel free to do so. If not, take a deep inhale. Exhale, we're straightening the arms, bending the foot in. This is also a pose that you can do, just holding it here. If you feel comfortable, keep reaching the left arm forward. Grab the foot, pull it down towards the glutes. And then slowly release. Lower down towards the ground. Bend the knees, windshield wipe side to side. And then whenever you're ready, switching sides. So once again, a nice little airplane. This time we're rolling over to the left. So lift the right leg up, place it down. Once again, you want to roll the knee up, place it on the outside. Now allow yourself to find new poses in this, new space. So we're going to take a deep inhale, deep exhale. I'm going to count to 20 just because that's probably like 10 rounds of breath. And allow yourself to kind of feel this. Take some time in this side. Maybe this side feels different than the others. Whenever you're ready, take as long as it took for you to slowly roll over back onto the belly. Forearms are coming next to the 10th rib. So it's that last rib that's right here on the side. Take a deep inhale, lift the chest. So already finished up pulling the chest in between the arms and pressing the shoulders down the back. But you want to keep this motion going all the way up through the hips just to not cause any pinching or traffic. Now, whenever you're ready, take a deep inhale. Left leg will come in. You can stay here. If not, press the right foot down to the ground. Squeeze those hands together. And then drop the head or look to the side. Now, if you feel comfortable, right hand can stabilize. Left is pulling in. This is in the glutes, the quads. So you're going to feel a little bit of this. And then slowly release. Shimmy the arms side to side, sway back and forth. All right, so now we're doing a double back option. It's similar to what we just did. You have an option to be still keeping it down to one. Or if you feel comfortable, place the hands on the inside of the feet. If you're pulling both glutes down, feel free to do so at the same time. If not, take a deep inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, you're going to press the feet away. You'll feel this in the shoulders. Now start to rock on the inhale. You notice just deep breathing will rock you back and forth. Maybe you want to flex the heel, lower the knees. Once again, if you want to draw the heels down onto the glutes, feel free to do so. Keep breathing, keep holding it. A couple more inhales, a couple more exhales. I'm counting to 10, just so you have 5 more breaths to either switch it up or just stay steady in where you are now. Slowly release. Bend the knees side to side. And then allow yourself to slowly come up. So once again, hands can come to heart center. Take a deep inhale, lift the chest. Bend the knees, sit those hips back, hands reaching forward. So we're in child's pose. You have many options here. Maybe you want to place the pinky toes or pinky fingers down towards the ground. Thumbs up. If you feel comfortable in the shoulders, place the tops of the hand down towards the ground, so the palms reaching up. Now whenever you're ready, slowly sit the chest up. Feet are going to come forward, so we're sitting to the right or to the side, and just swing the legs to the front. So whenever you're ready, we're going to have the knees bent here. So I'm going to do this in front of you guys just so that you kind of have a better view of it. Knees, I'm sliding all over the place. Knees are going to be in front of us. So hands are going to come behind us first. What's going to happen is that right leg is going to lengthen. You're going to bend the leg and place it underneath the left knee. So it's going to look like this. We're in a figure 4. Hands are going to come down towards the ground. Take a deep inhale. Whenever you're ready, exhale, press the arms down as well as the left foot. So holding it for here. Holding it. Sit the hips towards the heels. Feel the hands move away from the body. Maybe rock back and forth. And then straighten the left leg. Straighten the right leg. Slowly walk the body up. Take a deep inhale, lift the chest. We're going to bend the knees first. Reach the arms up and over. So chest is going to get as close as you can to the quads. Hands are coming underneath. So you have 2 options here. You can either settle here. Maybe there's still some room. Maybe you need to have a strap underneath just to hold a little bit more. Maybe you need to have a block underneath the legs just to feel a little bit more comfortable, or hooks are easy as well. Now, if you feel like moving a little bit further, walk the feet away from the body. Lower the chest to the quads. Inhale, walk the feet. Once again, you may come all the way down, forward fold. Just slowly roll up. Slowly bend the knees. Now this is going to be from the side this time. So left leg is lengthening up. You're bending the foot on underneath the right knee. Hands are gonna come to the back. Take a deep inhale. Whenever you're ready, exhale, press down through the right foot, press down through the hands. So you're trying to draw that left hip back to open. And then slowly sit the hips towards the heels, walk the hands away from the face and the back. Both palms are going to be down towards the ground. I am modifying, honestly, being bad and not doing what I should be doing, but I just definitely want to demonstrate what you guys can get and what we can feel from this pose. Whenever you're ready, straighten the right leg, and then the left. Walk those hands up the body. This is either a full forward fold or the modification we did before. Take a deep inhale, reach the arms up. Feel yourself press the ribs to the back, reach your arms up and over, forward fold. Now just breathe here in this pose. Now staying here in a couple seconds, I want you to take a deep inhale, really lift the chest. Try and pull the belly button in a little bit further, tuck the chin, reach up and over, release. Slowly bend the knees, roll all the way up to standing. Left foot is coming in, so we're going to bend the left leg, pull it into the glute or to the inside of the heel, reach the arms up. Left arm is going to reach up and over to the outside of the right foot. Take a deep inhale. If you want to, reach to the right arm towards the back. And then slowly lower down. And inhale, slowly roll up. Now, where we are here, we're going to stay sitting on the right side. We're sitting on the right side. Left foot is coming up. Slowly bend the right. Now what's going to happen is you're transitioning to the left. The knee's going to lift. We're lifting up and we're placing the right foot underneath us. So this is going to be intense in the quads. So if there's another way that you wish to take that, allow yourself to do so. Before you settle down, take a deep inhale, lift, and then slowly put the forearms down. This may be a lot. This may be exactly where you need to be, so feel free to stay there. If you have blocks, feel free to hold on to those. Maybe some of us have extra yoga mats or foam rollers. You may realize that you're able to kind of rest on that as well. For those that feel comfortable, if you need to, feel free to lay all the way down on the ground. It's nice to have a foam roller or a yoga mat underneath the chest as well. A little bit extra lengthening. And then slowly, whenever you're ready, take your time, slowly sit up. We're sitting down on the left first to lengthen the right. Nice little forward fold, just taps it back to the legs in, and then we're switching sides. So the right is lifting up, place it on the inside. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling. So already you find this adjacent line from the right shoulder to the left foot. Look towards the side, place that right hand on the outside of the left foot. Reach the arm back just for a nice little twist. And then exhale, forward fold. And then allow yourself just to keep breathing in this. Now slowly roll up. Soften the left knee. So we're going to sit into the left. Right foot comes up. We're transitioning. Right arm comes down to the ground. Allow yourself to lift up. The left leg is coming out to the side and underneath. Now, just make sure you take this as slow as possible. So if you need a little bit more space, feel free to do so. If you need some space underneath the knee, maybe the knees are a little too tight, put some blocks there or some hooks, and then lower down. Make sure we're breathing. This is going to stir up a lot of sensation, but that is what the breath is for. We're teaching the body with these patterns that there's nothing to fear and that we are prepared to stretch or even to strengthen. Whenever you're ready, slowly take a deep inhale. We're walking back up. We're going to sit on the right side. Let the left leg come out. Bend the knees. Windshield wipe side to side. Arms are going to come forward, slowly lowering all the way down towards the ground. So this is nice. Maybe you have a extra mat, towel, or something rolled under you want to put underneath your head. Feel free to do so. Whenever you're ready, we are actually going to sit, prepare for bridge. So I would not necessarily suggest something underneath your neck. During this pose, just a nice way to lay with something underneath the neck. But take a deep inhale. Exhale, press the heels down, squeeze the hips up. You want to squeeze the knees together as well. Now you have options here. You can settle here or maybe reach the right leg up. Take a deep inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower it down to the ground. Draw it in. Flex it up. Lower it down to the ground. Draw it in. Flex it up. Lower it down to the ground. Last time. Draw it in. Flex it up. Lower it down to the ground. Bend the knees. Lower the hips. Windshield wipe side to side. Whenever you're ready, take a deep inhale. Exhale, press the hips down, lift the hips up, squeeze those knees together. Hands can come down towards the ground, or maybe you roll over the shoulders. Reach the left leg. If you want to stay here, feel free to. If not, lower down. Draw it in. Flex it up. Lower down. Draw it in. Flex it up. Lower down. Draw it in. Flex it up. Bend the knees, lower down. Lower the hips. Windshield wipe side to side bridge. Now whenever you're ready, take a deep inhale. This will be a last bridge or a wheel if you feel comfortable. For wheel, hands are going to come right by the ears. Elbows are going to spring up towards the ceiling. You want to make sure that you're squeezing the elbows in. So they're going to look like this. Take a deep inhale. Same modification or same theory. Lift the chest. Press down through the heels, squeeze the tailbone up, let the chest follow. We're all coming to back bend if you choose. One more time on the inhale. One more time on the exhale. I'm over here just moving off the mat. Whenever you're ready, slowly lower down. We're going to cross the ankles. Take a deep inhale to rock back. Exhale, rock forward. Hands come down towards the ground. So we're coming to pigeon. If you feel like taking a different version, feel free to do what we did at the beginning, where you cross the foot underneath the knee. Or if you want to, reach the right leg up, three-legged dog, step the foot forward, heel toe over to the left. As that right knee lowers, stretch the left leg back. Look to the right first before lowering down in pigeon. Keep breathing in this pose. Allow yourself to sit here. Once again, there's another option. If you want to place a towel or something underneath the knees because it's stirring up a lot, feel free to. If you want to place a towel or block underneath the ankle because you're looking for a little bit more lift, allow yourself to do that as well. If you're looking for lift in the front, then put a block or a book underneath that front knee, but just make sure that the knee is in line and the foot is flat. Once ready, take a deep inhale, lift the chest. We're going to bend that left heel. Hands come back, we're squeezing it in. And then slowly release. Sit into the right. Left leg is going to come up. We're placing it on the outside of the right. Right hip comes to the ground as we reach the right arm up and over. Twist. Take a deep inhale to ride it up the spine. Exhale, twist towards the back. And slowly rotate forward. Sit back. Unwind the legs. Cross the ankles, wrists, switching sides. Hands come forward. If you want to do it laying on your back, right leg is going to come underneath the left knee. Excuse me, left leg is coming underneath the right foot, right knee. If not, coming to their traditional, reach the left leg up, step the foot forward, heel toe it over, reach the leg back as you sit down. Look towards the left first. Take a deep inhale. Take a deep exhale, forward fold. Allow yourself to breathe in this. Take deep inhales, deep exhales. One more time. If you want to, use this hand pressed down to the left hip. Rotate towards the left. Reach the right arm out. Slowly roll up. Sitting down or bend the right leg. Pull the heel in. And then sitting down, sit down on the left side. Reach the right leg up and over. Comes on the outside. Left arm reaches up. Squeeze it to the close. Now whenever you're ready, slowly sit back. Windmill the knees side to side. Hands are going to come underneath the knees. Take a deep inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, curve the spine. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, curve the spine. Last time, inhale, lift the chest. Breathe in as much air as possible. Exhale, side out. Lower down to the ground. Take any other inversion that feels comfortable for the body. Maybe dead bug, maybe shoulder stand. Anything that feels comfortable. We're going to squeeze the knees in. Maybe we want to come to happy baby. And then we'll settle down into Savasana. That's all. Take a deep inhale, sipping in as much air as possible. And then release. Once in Shavasana, we'll do this 3 more times. Sip in as much air as possible. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, release. One more time. Sipping in as much air as possible. Exhale, release. Rest. Allow for your mind to quiet, for the body to settle. When ready, allow yourself to slowly sit up. If you still feel like staying there, feel free to do so. Gently come up to seated, eyes softly closed, hands together at heart center. Inhale the knuckles up between your eyebrows. Exhale your shoulders down your back. With each inhale, with each exhale, allow yourself to thank your body and allow your body to thank you for making it to the mat this evening. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through this, and thank you for showing out for the studio and for us. Delight me, sees and honors delight in every single one of you. Namaste. Thank you, yogis. So for those that are still here, just watch out for melting point when we suggest, or we'll let you know when other teachers are teaching. It's a beautiful, awesome thing that you guys are here and we're able to teach this online for you. Just stay in home.